Okay, we usually start our show with a backgrounder. The backgrounder begins our conversation and then, of course, sets the tone for our show. Let us go to NTA Abuja to do that for us.
Change, they say, is constant, and no country or person is exempt from the wave of change. The rise in technology, economic transformations, pandemics, and socio-political factors have led to a number of changes and transitions globally. Nigeria has evolved through the years with a varying degree of success in these particular areas, and the strength, resilience, and creativity of Nigerians gives them the ability to survive and adapt from subsidies to online learning. When the COVID-19 struck, many thought education would come to a halt. Schools closed their gates, classrooms went silent, playgrounds grew empty, children were forced to stay home, and as the world looked to technology for a solution, so did Nigeria.
When COVID happened, into the country, especially in Nigeria, Africa, most people have to adapt to the system. And that was when people started getting this awareness. The children, the parents, and at a point, it became a standard. It became a channel through which education activities can be carried out. And so far, it has really helped. And today, AI, Zoom, Instagram, and others, people have really come to understand that it is one of the easiest way, to pass knowledge.
I couldn't separate my children from being online, and you don't even know what they're watching online, anyways. Well, it has been a wonderful help too for them. That's the positive part of it. It's very okay. Like especially with this AI times, I'm also a culprit. So most times if I don't Google, I ask AI anything, but the only thing is that I don't quote AI. When I type and then AI tells me anything, I go and moderate before anything. But the positive side of it is like almost like 95%. Yeah.
From rural classrooms to city schools, teachers and parents discovered new tools and a new courage to keep learning alive no matter the obstacle. In 2012, the CBN introduced the cashless policy, encouraging the use of alternative methods of transactions. For many traders, the shift from cash to cashless wasn't easy. But even the illiterate and semi-literate are finding their way in Nigeria's digital economy by using point-of-sale terminals, simply referred to as POS, or having the open mind to receive bank transfers.
I start using the machine when the cash flow is not as it was before, you understand? So we have to apply for a machine that we'll be using, although before we'll be using only bank transfer and cash because there is a lot of cash flow then. But when after the COVID and the cash is not as it was before, then we apply for POS machine.
Across Nigerian farmlands, from the savanna of the north to the wetlands of the south, the Bureau of Statistics estimates that there are about 38 million smallholder farmers in Nigeria. With a growing population, climate change, land tussles, farmers face a new kind of uncertainty. So the need to adopt new or modified farming practices is more of a necessity than a choice.
We all know that the whole world is battling with climate change, and as a result, the rainfall pattern is no longer as it used to be. So as a result, you discover that you can no longer predict which season you're supposed to plant, and even you cannot even predict the harvest that you're supposed to get. So as a result, we've seen a decline in the output that farmers usually get.
For every Nigerian, change carries a different meaning. Sometimes hope, sometimes fear, but always a call to rise. Adjusting, innovating, and believing in a better tomorrow.